Dog and Pony Show. Okay, here we go. How? There. It's free draw though. Card neutral, but lets you chug through the deck real well. If it was in the battle deck, that's exactly something that I would want, right? But in this deck, I guess it'd be fine, but it's also not really. Maybe I shouldn't have taken. Maybe I should have taken it. Maybe I was being a bit. There. Having the ability to discard stuff from your hand is pretty good against certain enemies who trash your deck. That's actually a really good argument for it, in fact. There's one last task I'd like to achieve on Havarian soil, Smith. I hope I'm not wrong in my assessment of your character. Can I trust you to accompany me to one more meeting? It hasn't been approved by the cult, but it may be very dangerous. Dangerous, eh? Eshin, finally! Beginning to think this job would put me in a coma. Sure, Rento, count me in! Oh, this is a optional attend a secret meeting. Let's go. You find the secret meeting. I hope you weren't waiting too long. The diplomacy of the situation is delicate, as you might understand. What's a long week's voice going to be? Let's get down to brass tacks, huh, Villadinka? We don't want anyone getting suspicious while you're gone. They do just that. You spend your time kicking rocks and color the critters that skitter out from under. Color me chaotic. Thank you very much for the 22nd month of a tier 1 subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome back once again to the Republic. My God, is that a long sub right there? Unfortunately, you're soon joined by the worst critters of all, the Admiralty. Excuse you, citizen, we have a few questions. That's not really a voice. Excuse you, citizen, we have a few questions. Are you an associate of the long-time smuggler known as a Longwee? Convince him to leave or attack him. Sandrano will dislike me. The thing is, I need to... Well, actually, no. I have so many more negotiation graphs, so I actually want to do more negotiation if possible. But also, I need to get my... do I specialize or broaden, you know? Are you an associate of a smuggler known as a Longwee Pilgrim? I appreciate you saying so, Jameson Drake. That was Rhapsody should be a reader on Audible. I would love to do some voice acting for something like that. I am definitely an amateur voice actor. There are professionals who do things like that, but that's something that I would like to look to possibly in the future. But I do need more battle experience is the thing. But what do I even get from battle right now, right? I get experience on Holden, and then I get the ability to draft a battle card afterwards. Those are the two bonuses I really get. I think it has to be negotiate for the graphs then. Oh, this? Bordenka over here was just as a thing for wildlife, you see. She's stomping around looking for grubs to collect or something. Also want action. Whew. Whew. With this opening turn, you gotta love that. Get the influence. Draw 2 cards and gain the renown from that. I think I lose my voice of the people here. I think I give it up. Do max damage? Maxwell damage, that is. I don't think I need to is the thing. Think about that though. Tall contracts. Gain 8 renown. Tall contracts is so good in this deck. Might want to shop for a battle card. Yeah, that's probably the way that we get back into the battle deck, right? It's definitely ones we still want to remove. I don't think I need to play this slow at all. Die. Get deaded. All out, gain 2 defenselessness. Reduce the cost of 2 random cards in your hand by 1 until the end of the turn. Don't have the ability to kill my own. Scapegoats there, and I don't want that either. And I already have way too much composure gain in the deck. I don't need more. I'm holding on to some samples for you. You want any? You show the Admiralty the bugs crawling up and down your legs. Oh, what was Sandrano's voice? No, that's alright. Rentorians are disgusting, Harry. The Admiralty leave before you can catch onto their cooties for Bordenkra's collection, too. Take Bordenkra to a boat. Ooh, 10 metal. Let's quickly go over to the metal store. And spend some metal on negotiation graph. Start with bonus XP. That's not going to help us right now, but it will help us in the future. Which is pretty much what that's all about. You're about to help Bordenkra back onto the boat when you're stopped by a group of Hessians. Uh-oh. Too long. Not so fast, pilgrim. I'm sorry, are you addressing me? As I mentioned to my escort here, I walk in the shadows. Hesh wouldn't extend a tentacle to a Rentorian anyway, pilgrims. You're a pretender, nothing more. And while the cult elders might not see through you, we do. So we won't leave you won't leave Avaria alive. Convince Powell to let Bordenkra leave, defend. Powell dislike me for that. Cult already dislikes me. I'm not good in battles yet. What? I guess Bordenkra helps us. I want to level up my negotiation graphs. Same logic as last time, I guess. Let's just take a step back, huh? The war was the Admiralties, not the cults. Really want to risk starting another? Are you the aggressor? Well, because I started the fight, right? Like, it didn't need to get physical except for my involvement. Really would have liked to get more renown out of this turn. Well, at least the enemy's not attacking, so it's not too bad. 2, 6, 5? Oh, it's okay, we high rolled. We ended up high rolling after that. Gain 3 renown, draw a card. And then we use Networker to take out the Wrath of Hesh. Holy nepotism. I could take Compel here. Kills the back line. Does solid damage to the front line. Kills the front line. That's such a good card. Whenever you draw this, increases damage by 2 for the rest of the negotiation if you have any renown. Do I need it, though? Do I need it, though? Is that slower than we are? I think we already deal enough damage. Like, it takes 3 cycles of the deck before it's as good as the base cards in the deck. What about after it's upgraded? Starts with a higher base. No. No. We do get up to 50 shills as a result of that, which gives us the ability to remove another card from that. Hey, Moddy! There we go. Hit that exclamation mark Moddy button there. What were you playing, bud? Some TFT? Was it some TFT? I feel like it might have been some TFT. Possibly Overwatch. Literally because those are the 2 games you mentioned most recently to me that you were playing on stream. Or had you gotten stuck back into one of the demos? Phasmophobia. Ooh. I can never get my in-game mic to work for that one, which is unfortunately the reason I had to stop playing it though. Did some farming on the community Minecraft server and some Phas with friends. Hey, sounds really good. Thank you very much for the raid.
Playing Griftlands here with, I'm sure someone chat will be able to introduce the people that have just come into the different decks that we're running at the moment, because I should probably just get back to it immediately. Just who do you think that benefits, huh? Not your church, that's for sure. What was Power's voice again? I lost Power's voice?
I suppose the Admiralty has finally stepped in line. It'd be a shame to do anything that gives them more power. You can pass through right now for rent, but we're watching you.
Thank you for your assistance, Smith. Bordencred loves me! The first diplomacy card I play each negotiation costs 1 night's action! Hey, that's effectively like a permanent version of her helping buff. Love it. Modi, the new character, is super, super neat. They have a shorter period, but they play very, very uniquely as a kind of like management of health resources effect. I always find that particularly interesting, especially considering they have enough healing to really justify running it, rather than being the ironclad on release, say. This is Sora's front. Okay, if I go to Tay, I might be able to get more money. And then go to the party store, but why not go to the party store first, remove a card, and then go to Tay, just in case. Yeah, that's what we do. Let's go to the back room. Steven, allow me to remove a... Oh, you upgraded the cost? Yeah. Rude. Alright, we'll still come back and do that, but... rude. Give Tay a report. Yeah, I did a quest for you! Let me negotiate! Whoops. A comfort to see you again. Wonka did the thing at the place and then went back home. Really? Unharmed? Why are you so surprised? Apologies. It is, of course, exactly how I expected it to go. Uh-huh. Well, you're welcome. Oh, and one more thing. Did Bordencred meet anyone else while she was here? I'm not supposed to say. Cute, but thank you for your discretion. You gain 100 chills and 2 metal. Pick a graph reward. Oh, 2 empty bottles. Neat. If you damage your own... Ah, I don't even want the other ones. Perfect. Oh, I love a situation where I don't have to make a choice. Two-Fisted gets installed. Well met, Smith. Denicus is going to meet you at Smith. All right, of course, we've got the Denicus mission still finished. We will still go to the party out here, though. Okay, so the battle deck is the one that needs to cycle the most. I feel like Quench Toughen Up could be taken out of the deck. So should Quench Bash, but it doesn't feel good, right? Oh no, wait, but Quench Bash is just an upgrade. Yeah, no, I'm okay. Quench Bash goes out of here. Check what's for sale before you kill a card. Really? Oh yeah, of course. Get the battle. The battle thing. Yeah, okay, that's a good point well made. Hurricane. Expend up to 3 empty bottles. Attack a random target and apply 1 trauma per card expended. We don't generate many empty bottles is the problem with both of these. We don't generate them. We use them. Not going to check out the graphs. I already checked out the graphs earlier today. I bought 2. Biostrike is neat. Increasing your Moxie by the amount of damage dealt by this card. Upgrades to be tall or rooted. I mean... it's a card I wouldn't want to use in the first cycle, because I want to get a bunch more power before I use it, but then, like, that's like a dead card in the first couple cycles. Expend all bottles. Expend all the empty bottle cards in your hand. Drink 2 per card expended. That's... yeah, that's not great. I would have to have empty bottles already in my hand. In the first cycle, the 2 empty bottles that we get from the thing that we just picked up go to our discard pile. All other drinks go to a discard pile. So again, this waits until we go to the second cycle, and then is only really valuable. Like, it's only really draw positive if I have it in a hand with 2 extra bottles. Honestly, if I was generating a lot more bottles, this would be great. Actually, let's have a look. Two-fisted. Does this go to 3 bottles or 4? It goes to 4. And then the second cycle of the deck, how many cards can we expect, right? We remove Quench Bash, assuming we remove Quench Bash later. Dropkick of Clarity gets removed as well. So 2 cards down. Which puts us at 17. We have 3 items in here. We have the ability to just hard purge those items right now if we wanted to. We could literally just click on them and trash them. So that takes us down to 17, down to 14. This is 2 positive in Visionary, so that's 12. This expends, so the second cycle is shorter. This gets destroyed after a couple more uses. This expends. It's not impossible. It's not impossible, actually. Scalper's upgrades. Drink 2 per card expended. Plus 2. Right? Well, but the drinks go to my discard pile rather than to my drawer. If this put the empty bottles into my hand, this would be great. It isn't, and it doesn't. When you gain renown, reduce the cost of the card by 1. This is very good. We could upgrade the damage on this and be happy with it. But at the same rate, the max damage this does is 12. We have cards in the base deck that do 9. Without this limitation on them. It could be Hurricane is the thing, right? It could totally be Hurricane. We're kind of a trauma deck, right? Aren't we? In a way. What are Hurricane's upgrades? 4 empty bottles, 2 trauma. I'd want big hits to actually capitalize on trauma, right? So we do double damage of something quite large. It's not really what we do. We don't really have many large hits in this deck. What does this deck do? Ah, I'm concerned. We're gonna get to a combat and then we just that's the onomatopoeia for someone falling down, of course. If you've ever fell down before, of course, you know this. I didn't need to go over it. It was just natural. 3 cards, draw 2 cards. Okay, so that's equal. I don't think I take it now, but I also don't think I take the removal now. We'll look at the graphs. Yeah, memorization implant's the only one that's left there in the non-battle graphs, and then the battle graphs. 3 attacks in a row for defense. Defense equal to adrenaline, and improvising a random battle card. Don't need any of those. Honestly, I may end up adding a graft slot to our negotiation. Actually. But do I need any more negotiation graft slots? Aren't I already... Yeah. One thing I always have difficulty with in games like this is how much is enough, right? Our negotiation deck already kind of dunks on everyone easily. Why would I continue investing in it at the cost of the ability to dunk on my others? You know? You find Denicus leaning over the bar, talking to an increasingly frazzled Sweet Marie. I gave you 20 shills to break into smaller chips and the shills to pay my tab, but you only gave me the change back. No, I gave you what you're owed. I don't think you gave me 20. Don't give him nothing, Sweets. I whistled that tune before and it's not as catchy as he thinks. I'm getting married tonight, you know? Least you could do is get me a little drunk first. Ask about the ceremony. Whatever game Thoreau's playing, he expects you to be on that level. You can drink when it's over. I've never married a Kradeshi before. Is drinking part of the ceremony? Oh yeah, you sign the forms in triplicate and then you down the rest of the ink in one go. It'll mess you up pretty good and you'll see pretty light, but you'll see pretty colors the rest of the night. You having me on? Nope. If you don't want to drink squid juice, just make your signature real big and loopy. Ready? Never enough time to be anything else. After you. All right, say goodbye to the old life. You're about to get banquad. Goodbye, old life. Bye. Let's join the party. Oh, Orig. Heavy lifting. At the start of each battle, gain 4 defense and 2 temporary power. I'm not going to do it, but that wouldn't be bad, right? We double the effect of it with King hit already. I could see it. I could see it. It's just a bit rich for my blood at the moment. The route to the magistrate's office is familiar enough to you, what with being dragged in and out of it enough times in the disgruntled youth. So with your feet going on muscle memory, your mind is free to wander. Thoreau was always annoying. You could easily picture his smug glee when he heard you were cast out, happy enough to be elevated on his own. You spent your entire life waiting for a chance to clock him and get away with it. That was just to rough him up a little. Killing him is a different story. Hey bud, you better watch where you're going. Huh? Sorry. I was walking there. Got something on my mind, nothing personal. I think it probably is personal, Smith. Should have kept laying low, Casado. What are you calling yourself now, Denicus? Wasn't sure I'd hide your trail. Maybe another month or two I might have given up. But you got to get greedy and betrothed yourself to the only person in Bavaria more greasy than you. Is that what you want, Spots? Shills? This time tomorrow I'll have 5 times what you gave me. If you want me to pay you back, it'll be simple. You broke my heart and all you offer me is shills? I would have paid twice as much to get you to stay. Shuckin' hesh, are you serious? He's a 2-bit con man. I could floss my teeth with his act. And who are you? Hired muscle? I'll kill you too if I have to. Defend Denicus. Self-defense. Gives me the ability to kill 2 Admiral. However, again, these need leveling up. I think I've got to fight him. I need to find some aggressive cards from fighting right now, I think. Self-defense is in isolation. You could still get hated. Yeah, but I could get hated by the Admiralty, right? Oh, but the Admiralty, when they hate you, decrease the defense you gain from cards. You may want to think again there, stranger. The Royal Banquo isn't the sort of Kradeshi you take on lightly. Alright. Networker is such a great opening here. So let's pop it. Gain 4... 2 renown... No, we'll go for the Prestigious Associates. Nice. Nice. This gives us the ability to pop out the famous Bewilder there, and then Toll Contracts. Ooh, and it did the maximum damage as well. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Renown to cycle through the deck, leaving all of these in the current draw pile. So get the kill, but it's entirely possible we still manage to draw into and use. Actually, no, not possible anymore. It was previously possible we would have drawn back into and used the card that draws again. Contracts again? A large stack of Renown, which we can defend quite easily, does damage. It does passive damage every single turn. Yep. He may be a slimy suck-up, but that's my baby brother. Neither of us likes to lose. I don't know if he sees Denicus here, but he's decided... Don't know what he sees in Denicus here, but He's decided he wants to get mitched, and it's my job to get Denicus to the magistrate. Now, you might feel like messing with one bankwad, but two? I only want Denicus dead. I don't take issue with you or your brother. But it won't be long before Thoreau feels the same way I do. What happens then? I'll know exactly where to find you, my love. With an ominous gesture, Spots retreats, leaving you in the company of a very unconcerned-looking Denicus. Well, well, well. Maybe there is a little bit of a romantic in you after all. Bit rich coming from a guy who messes up marks that bad. You know why my performance is always so convincing? Because I make myself believe it. Just a bit. The way you talked about Thoreau there, what's your excuse? Ah, shut up and keep walking. I want to get this over with so I can see the last of you. Random arm pain since I woke up this morning. Pell on Foam Municipal Contract Chapel. Let's go. The magistrate office is calm and quiet. Seems Thoreau might have booked it specifically for the signing. You stay out of scene once your brother appears, hiding in the vestibule and poking one eye out to watch. Thoreau looks happy. Happiest you've ever seen him, to be honest. He's bouncing on his heels. He reaches his hands out to Denicus's, taking them in his own. The magistrate notarizes the paperwork and seals it inside a metal tube before leaving the newlyweds alone to contemplate their future together. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to meet you, and thank you for agreeing to this frankly rushed courtship. I certainly can't complain. Oh, I'm sure you can. Especially when you meet my family. I'd disown all of them if I could. Yeah. Speaking of... Smith? I should have known you'd show up. You can't stand to have any crisis not be your making. Don't quite get what that means, but if there's a party, I'll crash it. Nobody wants you here. Just go back to whatever lousy dive you call home and let the parasites eat you. This is my home, you brat. That's not his voice. This is my home, you brat. I only left because a lot of you made me feel like it didn't belong. That's gonna change, because I'm gonna get what's mine. To your surprise, Thoreau throws out an arm to shield Denicus. It catches you off guard enough to give him time to call for backup. Assassin! Thief! Somebody help! Turns out, when you're rich and powerful, there's always somebody on hand. Defend ourselves from Pelican Tag. Foist, I'm gonna smash this god of yours into the filigreed floor. Then, baby brother, you and I are gonna have words, and they won't be nice. Alright. Alright. Well... what do we do? Oh god. If either of them panic, the other one gets more power. Yikes, it feels like... How do you have enough time to prepare for this? Smith's hammer for the mole. I need to drop kick someone. Defeat both at the same time. Easier said than done. I've got more scaling than they... I mean, unless they get less powerful, I can't defend against incoming 11 damage every turn. That's just not... it's not possible for our deck. Alright. Get kicked. Ah, I should have stunned Tracer first, of course. Attack 3 times. Expend unrestrained. I need the trauma out there, I think, still, though. That 3 times? Like, that's... yeah, that's 6 block. 6 block. Do I have other cards in the deck that'll deal trauma to the enemy? I mean, the boosted flask could give us the trouble. It feels like I might need the defense is the thing. Think of the defense. Fill the pale bottom amp 2. Ow, ow. Okay, they're both doing a setup on this turn. It is status effect will be applied by them. This is unfortunate that our turn in response is kind of pathetic. We're probably lucid, toughen up, partial sandwich, visionary push it, and then settle for the boosted dropkick afterwards. Boosted dropkick or Smith's boosted drink? Do I even heal here? Maybe I don't heal. Gain 3 adrenaline. If I gain 3 adrenaline, I can use Hold'em to get Moxie. Or I could draw 3 cards. I can't really see my draw pile right now. High panel. We're going to want letter opener on a later turn. I guess we're going to want to go unknown concoction, quench, toughen up next turn, almost certainly, so we don't want to interrupt that draw. Good Moxie. Okay, they both got Hubris. Their next attack deals 8 bonus damage. Whenever I hit them, their Hubris is reduced by 2. But I can Unknown Concoction and then double Quench Toughen Up. It's still not much block.
What?
Okay, so that's from Taz. I should probably like impair Taz and then well, I should definitely double target the same person. Hubris. Hubris? What did I say? Hubris? Hubris? Sorry. Letter opener on you. And then quench bash the other target, I think. Alright, this is not going to hit its threshold yet. That could have been more damage. Alright, and then they're going to do a cycle of the same stuff again, right? Gonna have to expend some empty bottles here for the draw. Visionary Blow could be good draw this turn as well. Gotta try. Why? Why? This one's just gonna hurt. This is just gonna be a bad turn for us. Yeah, I'm getting them both close. Don't worry. draw. How many bottles have I got now? Just the one in hand? There's one in the discard pile. That's fine. That can be the one the pale bottle gets. Okay. I can put 2 Tracer on a target and have that target be, Trace for the next turn as well. Theoretically possible. Draw 3 cards. Draw 3 cards gets it through the rest of the deck a little bit. I don't have an empty bottle for that. Well, actually, no. I just generated an empty bottle for that, right? But I guess I could impair as well. Impairing, setting up for the next turn. I think I'm going to impair to try and set up for the next turn. And I'll impair the one that I intend not to attack a bunch. Get impaired. I'll pale bottle at you, and then come on. Hey, we got the Moxie on that one. Guess we'll drive the defense for no real reason. Other than to play a card for the sake of the Battle Flourish, I guess. Stone Tracer into Visionary, push it. Actually, we do it inverse. We do Visionary, push it into Stone Chaser if we're doing that. Right, get more Moxie out of it. Aww. Yeah, that's just based off the assumption that we're definitely going to be taking that damage this turn, right? So Stone Tracer goes out, and then Visionary for a whole bunch of draw. Increase my Moxie by another 4 as well. Good experience too. Yeah. I mean, Moxie is heal for us. Nice. I mean, this fight, you know, right? Because you see? I'm glad I was able to so eloquently get across my point there. Let's trace him first. And then I'm actually going to go for the multi-hit here to defend myself a wee bit better. And Moxie for some more Moxie. We're actually currently healthier than we were at the start of the fight. Okay. Start out with a Visionary Blow because we want that in the next draw cycle. We also want the boosted Flask in the next draw cycle. Play that first. Drink, draw 3 cards. That's pretty good. Use Visionary, push it. That goes to the new discard pile. Drink, draw 3 cards. Well, is there actually a maximum hand limit? Because we might be coming up on it. Draw all the way into a new deck again. Hurl another bottle. Whew. I think we got this. One down. I'm still getting experience as well. My god. I need that to max damage if I'm going to take him out with that. Fine. Let me go for the drop kick then. Just confirm it. Oh, perfect. Now, if I kill you, I get this card gains bonus 3 damage for every other card card played this turn. And it expends that. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, though. All right, I'm gonna listen to the voices in my head and chat and kill. I can't believe you sent these people at me. Didn't you know what was gonna happen? Underdriver. Ooh, apply 3 defense. Applies 2 bonus defense for every other card played this turn. Wow, those are good. Dynamo gets upgraded. We shuffle the deck in order to gain 2 power. Our offensive deck is actually a lot better than I thought it was. Domain. Increase, apply 1 composure to all friendly arguments. Increase by 1 for each hostile card played this turn. No. Overdrive. On your next turn, all cards are played twice, but also expend. What turn do I play Overdrive on is the thing. Gain 1 renown for every card in your hand. That is a lot. Oh, that's a lot. I don't think we need more renown gain. I actually think we turn all of these down. I don't think we need any of them. Whenever you drink, alleviate 1. We don't really drink that much. Apply stun 1. We're just taking that if we don't take anything else. If your target has trauma, apply 2 impair. We will be taking the stun. Stunning just gives us, especially if it's against a single target, gives us an extra turn. So that's like, consider this as, for us, draw 5, right? In a way, it gets us an extra turn so that we can get further through. Starting to get a reputation for violence. Deal a random damage, a resolve damage to a random opponent argument whenever I draw a card. That's also just good. Uh-oh. All that's left is Thoreau, trembling in his very expensive boots. Danica stands by, watching you closely. Well, you've done what you always do. So what next, Smith? You kill me, and then what? Vix? If you can get him? And Malafy? I'd like to see you try. I don't want the spark grenade. I don't care about a spark grenade. This seems like an interesting path to try and go down, and it's more experience on my negotiation graphs. Let's try it. Let's try it. 3 renown draw a card, thank you. Soul contracts is already pretty good, but let's draw 2 cards first, just in case. Ooh, we got another contracts. I just lose the voice of the people and go tall contracts and contracts here, right? Yeah. So far good, yeah. That'll do. Gotta pay 10 shills for all the cards I have. Oh no, just the stones face. Okay, cool. Okay, never mind. We're fine. And then the stone save face doesn't cost us anything anymore. In fact, nothing costs us anything because the enemy's dead. Yeah. And then increases damage. Yeah. Especially because of the renown, we can get like high stacks really quickly. I'll take it. I mean, come on, Slugger. All 3 of you cut me out? So easy? You never made anything easy for us. It took me ages to prove I wasn't just another Smith, all flash, no bang. The other way around, actually. But the more success I had, the more Vixmali took it under control. He said it with a reserve for when you inevitably dragged us through the silt yet again. So you got rid of me in exchange for what? A 10-year marriage contract? 4, actually. Huh. You're that desperate? Believe it or not, I might actually like to be married. It's lonely work being under Victor's thumb and Mullavy's notice. You have your freedom at least. And how about this? Help me get back in. Help me get reinstated. You do that and I'll fight Vic Slime and stalk to help you out. Huh? I suppose I'd like this marriage to last longer than 4 years. Right, about that. Oh, don't mind me. This isn't even the most interesting wedding I've attended. Just regretting some of the negotiation I neglected to lean in on. But a lot can happen in 4 years, I suppose. I guess. You're not sure what to make of this turn of events, but at least they make a cute couple. Anything else I need to address at this point, right? See if we get any money out of this quest before we have to go to bed. Head back to the bar for sleep. Okay, yeah, so let's go back to the party store. I think I'm doubling down on removal. Right, there's a graph slot, don't need it. And then out of these cards, honestly, like our deck is actually like really good as it currently stands. I don't think I want to modify it in that way. Oh god, if only I'd gotten a little more shill. Could have been a removal on each deck. Move battle card. Punch bash. Alright. Let's get back to the bar for sleep. Now, is that all that currently exists? Back in the hideaway, you and Marif catch up. Sweet Marif opens the door behind you. Your bed calls to you, and you hit the pillow like a sack of bricks. Denicus dislikes this. Oops. I guess. Don't really care, though. You wake at the sharp jab of a finger, right between the only two ribs you haven't broken at one point or another. Sleeping. Few more mints. You try to roll over, but there's an almond boot in the bed, and the toad digs into your spleen. No more minutes. What the? Mullaby? Didn't expect a visit from you, not after we made it so clear we were done. It wasn't personal, but if you're gonna sulk about it, you disowned me! I thought you liked the roll with the punches, so adapt. 2 days ago, you were kicked out of the family. Today, I'm here for an offer. What happens next is up to you, but I guarantee whining about it won't change a thing. What sort of offer? You want back in the family? And that's not happening unless we drown out Vixmali. Oh, I'll drown him, all right. Give me the chance. Exactly. With Mom gone, the family needs new muscle. And this is your chance to finally prove useful. I've got 2 targets, but you only need to take out 1. Do that for me, I'll help you against Vix. Yeah? And who are these targets? Seemly Arami. Known connections to the Rise. Wanted for inciting unrest in servants' quarters in many local families. The other is an admiralty officer. I prefer to keep the details of that one to myself unless you buy in. A lack of trust in this family? Ah, you didn't even tell me he was Eden. But I know it's Eden. Ask about Eden. And this superior officer. Don't tell me you're trying to kill your way through the ranks. When Pops offered to buy you a bigger commission, you're so proud turning him down. It's not opportunism, it's precaution. My performance reviews have been going exemplary. Oh, congrats. I was due for a promotion, but then I discovered one of my superiors is accepting bribes from the barons. And unfortunately, I wasn't very subtle about it. I was stupid. Yes, well, my promotion has been stalled. But I have reason to believe Eden won't stop there, and likely trying to have me killed. So if you shoot this Eden first, that it? Incorrect. You'll do the shooting. Who's this Jericho you mentioned? For now, a relative nobody. I like to nip it in the bud before the problem grows. She's stirring up support for a rise movement here in the Pearl amongst the domestic staff. Domestic staff? Yeah, like the butlers and stuff? That don't sound so scary. And it wasn't before the glut of pilgrims. Now there's plenty of hoodlums to add to the swell. The rise have already upset the status quo in Spark Baron lands and the breadfields. Rather not underestimate them here. So Arresta then, what do you need me for? Or aren't you a big, tough Admiralty officer no more? Seemly is technically under a domestic contract with a rather wealthy family. I would prefer that I deal with her covertly. Yeah, that kind of thing is sure fodder for the gossip rags. Quite. Well, guess that day waits for no one. Least of all me. Brew. Hello, Smith. Oh. What is that burn? I mean, I can't buy you a drink anyway. Whoa, hang on.
Oh, Smith, thought I'd find you here.
You're not going to start any trouble, are you?
No, of course not. I just wanted to tell you I'm around. If you need some help, I'm available for hire.
How generous of you. Hire bird. Oh. Hard knocks. There we go. After playing 10 cards, your next attack deals 8 bonus damage. I want that dealy. Convince Seemly you want to join the Rise. I mean, I kind of do. Convince Eden you want to help the Admiralty.
Let's go see Seemly.